Thank you, children, for joining me one more again on this your Gullah Geechee Gwine on Nayshun Nyews. Me glad it, one of the kind down here with we, to the Gullah Geechee Nation. I did a head on this your body of this your nation. This your the Queen Quet, Chieftess and Head-of-State around here. So me glad it, plenty of children been a right me long time. Want yet what a going on down here. So we start this your program and things like that, so Hunter can know from where Hunter the day at what a going on for truth. And plenty of things been a going on back at yonder, what Hunter ain't been never yet about. So this your episode, we gonna take Hunter into this your thing at the College of Charleston. One time, we be had this your time, what it be called a panel, on top of this your what, autonomy and things like that. Well, it bring out a lot of things but we understand. So we want Hunter to understand when we the crack we teeth, what we the crack we teeth to talk about. So yes, here on Gullah Geechee Gwine on, I'm Queen Quet, Chieftess and Head-of-State here in the Gullah Geechee Nation. I am pleased that you have joined this episode that would take you inside of an event that took place some time ago at the College of Charleston, where we had a discussion about the word autonomy. Many times when people hear words, they don't realize that from one arena to the next, much less from one language to the next, it has a different meaning. So this forum gave an opportunity for many things to come out about our culture, our traditions, and keeping our community sustained. So on this episode of Gullah Geechee Gwine on, we're going to show you several things that came out of the evening's discussion of autonomy. So we thank God. So Hana children the day ya with we one more again. Hana children this year to what Gwine on.
My name is Todd Chass, and I'm the program coordinator for the Center for Cultural Diversity. I'm also the chair of the steering committee for Communities Connecting for Change. I hope that's a name that you all become very familiar with. Communities Connecting for Change is an exciting collaboration between campus and community leaders here in Charleston, committed to fostering the social justice movement, not just starting a new one, but continuing the one that's already underway here, with a focus on alliance building. Tonight's event is just one of a series of events which began in September and will continue on through March when we have a culminating two-day social justice conference, the theme of which will be alliance building and change here in the Low Country. As you know, the focus of tonight's forum is on the struggle for autonomy. By bringing together diverse voices and different perspectives, the hope is that we can recognize that though the issues sound different and take place in different contexts, they're basically one issue that we all struggle with. I'm sure that that's going to come out tonight during our discussion, and I don't want to take any time away from our very wonderful panel. I'm delighted. I'll thank them now. I'll thank them again later. Our forum tonight is moderated by Dr. Simon Lewis, who is a professor of English here at the college. Excuse me. He's also the director for the CLAW program, Carolina Low Country Atlantic World, which is just fabulous. I have a special thanks to him for being here tonight because I know he's very involved planning his own conference, which is a bicentennial celebration of the abolition of the slave trade, which will be taking place in March 2008. So keep your eyes open for that. Again, thanks Dr. Lewis for doing this, and I'm going to turn the mic over to him so he can introduce our panel. Thanks again to all of you for joining us. After a short discussion with the panel participants, I'm going to be walking around with a microphone, so prepare your questions, and I look forward to your participation. Thanks.
Thanks, Todd. I'm Simon Lewis, as Todd has said, an English professor here at the College of Charleston, and very proud to be involved in an occasion which isn't just in the classroom, but is actually reaching out to the community. The arrangements for tonight are that we're going to have each of the panelists speak for 7 minutes on the first question, which will begin with this. It says, what does autonomy mean to you and your community? And rather than for us defining autonomy, we're asking the panelists to come up with their own definition of that. So each of the panelists will have 7 minutes on that one. And then we'll go to a second question, and each one, again, will answer in turn the question, what opportunities for alliance building do you see between your community's struggle for self-determination and the struggles of other groups around the state? And then finally, once we've been through those two questions, then we're going to pose the question out to all of you in the audience. What are some obstacles to alliance building, and what are some corresponding strategies for alliance building? Just to let you know then who our panelists are, starting from my right, your left, we have Queen Quet, Marquetta L. Gwine. Queen Quet is a published author, a computer scientist, a lecturer, a mathematician, historian, a columnist, a preservationist, and the artivist, an all-round Renaissance woman. She has not only provided histo-musical presentations throughout the world, she was also the first Gullah Geechee person to speak on behalf of her people before the United Nations in Geneva in Switzerland. Queen Quet was also selected, elected, and enstooled by her people to be the first Queen Mother of and official spokesperson for the Gullah Geechee Nation, and as a result she is respectfully referred to as Queen Quet, Chieftess of the Gullah Geechee Nation. She is head of state for the Gullah Geechee Nation. We don't have Jenny Stevens here just yet, so I'll perhaps save her introduction for a little bit later. On my left over here, Marco Torres is a member of the South Carolina Bar, the District of Columbia Bar, and the Federal Bar of Puerto Rico. Prior to opening the Torres law firm, Marco Torres was an attorney with the Charleston County Public Defender's Office, where he represented individuals charged with serious criminal offenses. Since moving to Charleston, Mr. Torres has focused his career in providing legal assistance and aid to the area's growing Latino and immigrant community. On my right here, William Saunders, Bill Saunders, has been a community advocate in Charleston since the days of the historical hospital workers' strike. In fact, in this month's edition of Charleston magazine, he has been honored as number 27 on their list of 100 most influential people in Charleston's history, and a co-founder of the United Citizens political party. So we have here a tremendous array of talent representing all sorts of different aspects. And so I'm going to ask Queen Quet to be our first speaker and to answer this question. Just to remind you again, what does autonomy mean to you and your community? And Queen Quet has 7 minutes starting now.